But in the tropical countries, you can find plenty of buffaloes. Those fellows cannot survive in the cold country. They belong to the black race like ourselves. It is prescribed that you should take about 10 ounces of milk of the buffalo milk. Add cooked brown rice, about 3 or 4 tablespoonfuls, and then add a drop of sour cream to it, and then add a pinch of rock salt. Taste. Stein salt, that's correct. Rock salt. And then a pinch of the powder of dry ginger. Cover it. And then place the container in a bigger container having cool water. Next morning, if you open the cover and look at it, it is wonderfully frozen in the form of a beautiful yogurt ring, as beautiful as full moon. And before sunrise, you have to take your bath, sorry, not yourself, but the patient of migraine. It's not the doctor. Medicine is also like philosophy. Is also like philosophy. It is only to instruct and not to practice, like spiritualism and occultism. So, ask the fellow to take his bath before sunrise and eat the contents of the silver container. Let him continue this for 40 days. Within the first 10 or 15 days, the migraine disappears, and if the patient is patient enough to continue the treatment for 40 days without a break, then there is no migraine lifelong to that patient. After the bath, before sunrise, he should eat. Because many cases of typical migraine start with sunrise. So he is expected to eat before sunrise. You can try it. But what about buffalo? What I personally feel is the cow in colder countries can be compared with the buffalo in the hot countries. We can make an experiment, and if successful, we can establish the results. Another, pardon?
Cures in Austria.
But
And goat's milk. We have goat's milk.
of course, it may have very good medical effects, but they are not equivalent to buffalo milk. There is much similarity in medical properties between cow milk and buffalo milk, but not between horse milk and buffalo milk, because the milk of one animal give different medicinal results than the milk of another animal. For example, in homeopathy, the medicine lac caninum, yes, it is lac caninum, it is different from lac felinum. The first is prepared from dog's milk. The second medicine is prepared from cat's milk. If you read the materia medica of the two medicines, you find no similarity at all of medicinal properties. And in Ayurveda also, we have the milk of different animals used for different types of cures. For example, in certain cases, donkey's milk is used. In certain cases, dog milk is used. In some cases, the milk of pig is used. Like this, there are different types of cures. And the materia medica in Ayurveda also differs from the milk of one animal with the milk of the other animal. The materia medica of cow milk is almost similar to the materia medica of buffalo milk. Therefore, we can experiment with the cow milk here in the Occident. Another example also I will give you. People having intermittent fevers of a very obstinate nature. I don't know if in these modern days there are intermittent fevers in countries like Germany or not. I hope they are rooted out. If you find a typical case of intermittent fevers, that is fever occurring daily with a periodicity, coldness and chills and shivering and temperature, with unbearable headache when temperature is there, sometimes with nausea and sometimes with vomitings. And then after the fever is gone, the patient is quite normal. Some people get it daily, some people get it on alternate days, some people get it once in 7 days. So such fevers, generally quinine is used. Yes, China. In Ayurveda, there is a sure cure. A copper vessel, a container of pure copper, filled with water in the night, kept for more than 6 hours in the container. In the morning, at about the time of sunrise, the fellow drinks all the water of the container, which is about an average quantity of 20 ounces. Nothing more is required. 40 days he should drink this water, that is all. I tried with many hundreds of cases, and the rate of complete success is 80%. You can also try. Another example I will give you. The horrible disease called jaundice. In some places it is called icter. It is also called the yellow disease. It is also a challenging disease for the classical system of medicine. There is much research and less solution in allopathy for jaundice. Here is a cure which you can try and tell me afterwards. Take a silver container in the night, fill it with about 20 ounces of water. You have to get this herb from India, dried. In India we get it fresh. The one I mentioned yesterday, called the sacred plant in India. Place 4 or 5 twigs of this plant in the water. Keep it till the next morning. Take 2 teaspoonfuls of lemon juice, fresh citron juice. Mix it with this water in the morning, and then give a pinch of dried ginger powder. Add 1 pinch of rock salt and a tablespoonful of honey. Mix it. Let the patient drink it. A sure cure in 3 days. He should drink the same dose in the morning and a similar dose in the evening daily. And he should continue the treatment for 7 days. This is another example. There are many such examples, and you can make a systematic record and research of 100 such examples. If I find people who conduct research and experiment, I have material to feed for years together. There are hundreds of domestic remedies in Ayurveda, apart from the technical and systematic. And it may interest you that surgery for the first time was borrowed from Ayurveda. That does not mean that the present Ayurvedic physicians know surgery, but there are advanced textbooks of surgery in Ayurveda in Sanskrit, and some of the skillful methods can be adopted by modern surgery with better ease and skill. I will give you one example. Sometimes in acute diseases and sometimes in chronic diseases, there will be a perforation to the intestines, which is a fatal condition. In such cases, a surgical operation of the thorax is conducted and sutures are made to the perforations. But the process of suturing is very strange and characteristic. There is a type of black ant of a big size, and the ant has peculiar teeth-like instruments to give a sting. You will find these ants on the mango trees and margosa trees in tropical countries. And these ants were specially domesticated with sugar and water, and when the operation is conducted, the ant is brought to the perforation and it bites, and then it cannot escape, and then the ant is taken away up to the head, and then the intestine is replaced into its position. So the ant head is used as suture, and afterwards it becomes one and gets healed with the intestine. Such methods can be studied for curiosity or research and can be adapted or added to the modern surgery. Apart from the apart from the domestic ways of cure, there are two grand systems of treatment for chronic deep-seated diseases that are of a hereditary nature. The one type of treatment is called rasayana of a special type, which can be translated as regeneration of tissues. There is another process called vajikarana, which means rejuvenation, just like the hormonal treatment of the modern ladies to keeping up appearance of youth, to show to the world that they are not so old as they appear. There is such a type of treatment for males and females separately in Ayurveda. We need not have artificial teeth and pretend to have natural teeth. By conducting the second type of treatment periodically, we can keep natural teeth intact even up to 95 years if we live. But in many cases, the teeth are long-lived than the persons themselves. Some of the experiments in the previous century itself are conducted in the Occident, but there was a serious mistake in interpretation of the Ayurvedic texts, because some plants are there which are named after some animals in Ayurveda, for the simple reason that the animal and that plant have the same type of medicinal properties. One plant, the name of which means monkey testis, the name of the plant. It is a type of bean of a bigger size. The skin of the bean will have fine hair on it, and when we touch, it will leave some poisonous effect upon our skin. It gives an itching sensation. We go on scratching and scratching it, and it becomes swollen, as dangerous as the disease called cellulitis. The seed of this bean is called monkey testicles. It is a strong rejuvenator, by the medicinal use of which an old man can live like a middle-aged or an young man in sex life. One famous French doctor in the 19th century named Warnock, he got the book interpreted by some peculiar scholar in India, and he made an experiment with monkey testicles to a human fellow, and the fellow was wonderfully rejuvenated and he became young in his sex life. But one fine morning, he began to jump.
I'm sure it's not.
And after a few days, he jumped from. This is a statistical fact which you can verify in the history of the medicine of previous century. There is another such plant, which the name of which means horse seed. That means horse semen. Dr. Burnoff experimented with the horse also to another patient, and he found wonderful results as far as sex life is concerned. But mentally the fellow became an idiot. And the name of the first tree is, in Sanskrit, Kapikacha. But the meaning, Kapi means monkey, Kacha means testicles. The name of the second tree in Sanskrit is Ashwagandhi. Ashwa means horse, Gandha means smell
bedeutet Geruch.
and also means semen or so these are the Sanskrit names of those two plants. And there is another also which is called, which means the name of the tree means pig pudding.
Der Name
It is a big root of this size and a round root. In Sanskrit it is called vidari, which means pig pudding. The juice of that root is simply drunk by the fellow who wants rejuvenation. And it is wonderful. There are many such things in Ayurveda. And about the previous treatment, Rasayana, I will speak of a few words. That is regeneration of the tissues. It is a process to which one should submit himself. There is a slow process and a quick process, two types of processes. The slow process includes a treatment of one full year. It is started on the full moon day after March 21st and continued until the next year same day. The fellow should live in a garden outdoor and not under any roof, but only the shade of the trees, only gooseberry trees. And every day morning after taking his bath, he is expected to live among cows in that garden and feed upon the fresh raw milk of the cows. Every time he feels hunger, he has to take fresh cow milk instantaneously and drink according to his hunger.
ertrinken.
And for thirst, he has to drink pure water. That is the only food for 1 year. After 10 months, there will be the season of the gooseberry fruits in India. And then when the fruits are there on the plant, before sunrise he finishes his bath, stands under the gooseberry tree, holds one fruit in his right hand without taking away the fruit from the tree. And then he puts his left hand upon his heart region, closes his eyes and meditates upon the beat of his heart and makes his respiration uniform and meditates the syllable Om in his respiration 1,000 times. And then finally he utters Om 3 times out vocally. And then he takes the fruit and eats it. So for 60 days he eats one fruit like that. And the main food is the same thing, the milk and water. After, at the end of 1 year, the treatment, the course is complete and he should gradually bring himself to the normal diet, and he is 30 years younger than his age and he can do it every 20 years. And there is a record of maximum lifespan of 800 years of those who have conducted this experiment. And a few words about the quick method or speedy method. It takes only 1 month, but the period is a bit, the process is a bit terrifying and drastic. In a calm forest where there are no horrible sounds heard, where there is much silence except the sounds of nature, one should make a cottage in the following manner. Of course, there should be windows on the other 3 sides, not straight, but a little bit like this. The fellow is brought into that room, and nearby there should be another cottage for some people to play music on stringed instruments. And daily for 2 hours, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, there should be a soft music on stringed instruments. And the fellow gradually reduces his solid food and increases the quantity of milk, cow milk. And finally he comes to a stage of no food, any other food except milk and water. And then on the full moon day, which is the 16th day after his starting the course, there is a root of this size. The plant is called Soma in Sanskrit. In Latin, I will tell you afterwards the name. The juice of the fruit is taken. It is cut with a gold knife, and the milky juice, that is the lactiferous tissue of the root, is taken into a silver cup, and then he takes 3 sips of the juice. The juice is a strong alkaloid, and when kept for more than an hour in any metallic container, a little of that metal will undergo chemical change with the alkaloids, and we will get a mixture of the metallic compound in the juice. Since aurum compound traces are required by that patient, aurum, that is gold, it is cut with gold knife and the latex is taken into a golden container. Gold
Und
container.
dann in einen goldenen,
Because only gold is required. And then after 4 hours duration, the juice was sipped 3 times by the fellow. And then he was kept on milk diet and water. Very rapidly he emaciates and he loses all his flesh. Day by day he becomes thin. And on the new moon day, his skin comes out as scales and his hair completely falls off with this skin, and his nails also fall off. And at that stage he was kept in a slant position on a soft bed, the surface of which is covered with tender banana leaves, and butter is applied to these banana leaves, and the fellow lies on these banana leaves. There is a process of daily bathing to the fellow and feeding milk, and from the next day onwards